What's going on, everybody? Travis with Colfax Collectibles, and we're going to take a look at our most recent PSA submission. This one, I've got it pulled up here. This one was received by them on July 29th, and it was completed August 28th. So just about exactly 1 month. We did the value bulk 1980 to present cards. So yeah, about a month worth of time. You take out the shipping. I actually received them today, which is August 30th, so about 2 days after it got done. So a little bit sooner than I expected. Typically, it's about a month and a week or 2 weeks or something like that. But just so everybody knows a standard time that they can be looking at when you send in cards, when you're going to get them back, it's about 1 month. So we're going to go through these. We'll take a look. It's all football and a little bit of basketball. I think one baseball card. Some of these are mine, and then the rest of them are going to be friends of mine or family, and we just did one bulk submission. So we'll go through these real quick. We'll see what we got. We don't send anything in unless we think it can get a 10. So we assumed that all of these could 10. That doesn't mean that they would, because the chances of all of the cards you send in getting a 10 are pretty slim. But we won't send it in unless we think it's possible to get a 10. So, all right, let's just float through these. I already know these grades. I said this in the last video too. I already know what the grades are. I can see it on the app before they even ship them back to us. I think most people know, but some people like to be surprised. I don't like the surprise. I want to know. So I know I'm just sharing with everybody else. So we'll start here. We'll go with this Rookies and Stars, Devontae Adams. This is 3 of 5. And this is a friend of ours on the channel, and he wanted to get this one sent in. These are Rookies and Stars is a little tough because it's a paper product, but the centering looked pretty good, maybe just a little top heavy, but I can't really tell the edges. It's tough on paper cards. The edges might have been a little bit rough because this one got a 9, but still an awesome card. 3 out of 5 Devontae Adams. We'll take that all day, but this one got a 9. Let's grab this Stroud. This is a Purple Shock from Optic this year. This is one that I actually pulled myself just when Optic first came out, and I opened some personal boxes, which I don't do very often, and got lucky enough to pull a Stroud Purple Shock. Can't talk today. And this one got a 10. So I was pretty happy about that, getting a 10 on a Stroud Purple Shock. Anything you get a 10 on in retail, you got to be happy with. So. This one was just pulled in one of our breaks, just over a month ago, because we pulled this and then we sent the order out shortly thereafter. So this was one that was pulled for one of the guys in the breaks, Zayflowers Downtown, out of Donruss, and this one got a 10 as well. So he's going to be very happy about that. But this one, it came out in the break, it went straight into a card saver and straight to PSA. So didn't see much outside of that. This one is a Patrick Mahomes Crusade checker or plaid. Actually, this is the Pandora. I'm sorry. There's another one in here that I think that's a plaid, but this is the Pandora. This was also one that came out of retail, a personal rip of mine. And not a big Mahomes fan. This one is actually numbered 55 of 75. See that there? So I thought, well, might as well shoot it in there because it looked really good. Kind of hard. The lights are messing with it here, but this one got a 10 as well. So pretty happy about that. So take that. This one also came out of one of our breaks. This is a 210 Aaron Rodgers Airborne. This one came out of Rookies and Stars Hobby. This one is number 9 of 10. And pulled this one out of the break, and it looked clean. So I told him he should send this one in. He did, and he got a 10. So very nice card. Obviously, if you could get this in a Stroud or a Richardson or something, it would be really, really valuable. But Aaron Rodgers is, he's one of the GOATs. So he's going to be happy about that. Here's a little basketball. This is a Victor Wembanyama variation fast break, similar to like a disco in football. But this one was pulled out of, I think, Hitman's break for one of my buddies. And he wanted to get this sent in and see what he could get out of it. And this one was a 9. So it's a little tough on cards that have a lot of stuff going on the front to really find out what's on there. And of course, unless you put it under a microscope. But all the edges look really good. This bottom corner might be, it's tough to say. It might be that bottom corner, but Centering looks really good. Everything looks really good on it, but it's more than likely something like a corner issue because the rest of the card looks solid. So 9 on the Victor fast break. Got another Stroud here. This one is a press proof out of Donruss. This is one that a buddy of mine had, and I did some trades for it because I like to have the Strouds. So this one I did not pull. It was not part of the break or anything. This is one that I traded for. But it looked really centered, looked really nice. We sent it in, took a chance, and it got a 9. So I'm not sure what they see on this one either. But everything on it looked really solid, but it's got to be an edge or a corner or something like that, or some kind of surface issue that I'm not seeing. But 9 on the press proof. We've got a Brock Purdy rookie from Rookies and Stars. This one is 7 of 35. Nice and clean, looked really nice and centered. Buddy of mine that had this was thinking about doing it and didn't know. We told him to give it a shot. My camera's messing with it. We told him to give it a shot, and so he did, and it got a 9. So not what he was looking for. He was hoping to get a 10 out of this one, but still a nice card, and a 9. Anything worse than a 9, you got to be upset. But yeah, we all want 10s, of course. We all want 10s. There is a Rookies and Stars Bryce Young Crusade purple. You can tell we rip a lot of Rookies and Stars. This one, it looks like it's off center, but it's not. It's just in the case a little bit sideways. But this one was centered really, really nice. Surface was great. I told him he should send this one for sure, and it got a 10 for him. So really, really nice card. Any of these Crusades or Airborns. 2 of 35 on this one. So, really nice Bryce Young. Let's do this one. It's just a little bit more basketball again. This is a Victor Wembanyama liftoff. This one was for Kyle. Most people on this channel will know who Kyle is. This is a... die cuts are always going to be tricky because you introduce all these extra edges here. So, when you send a die cut in, it's really tough to get anything high. This corner down here, again, maybe. I'm not real sure. But this one got a 9, which is actually not bad for a die cut. It's not called a Mojo. It's levels. They call it levels at a Revolution. But yeah, there's a lot going on this card. There's a lot of edges and corners and all sorts of stuff. So to get a 9, that's actually a little bit of a win. So he didn't assume he would get a 10 out of this, but he was hoping for one. But a 9, can't complain. Here's my guy, Josh Allen. This is from Luminance, Savage. This one looked really, really nice. The only thing was the centering. If you look at the word Savage, you can see the S is closer to the left than the E is to the right. That was the only thing I saw. Everything else, top to bottom, looks really, really good. There's nothing that I can see on the surface. Edges, corners, everything looked fantastic. The centering left to right, even though it's a little bit more left, it's still within 60-40. So I thought it would get a 10. Unfortunately, it did not. So I don't know what they saw on this one to give it a 9, but you know that's the way the game is played. It's kind of one of those tough deals where if it was a different grader, it may have gotten a 10. Which yeah, that sucks to pay for, but that's how this game is played, I guess. This is one that we pulled a couple months back. This is another one from Rookies and Stars. This is a draft class green CJ Stroud out of 25. It's 16 of 25 on this one. And this one as well looked really clean, looks really nice and centered. Thought that maybe we could pull a 10 off of this one, but unfortunately it came back at 9. So don't know about this one. Don't know if there's something on the surface that I'm missing. But this one came back at 9. Still a really sweet card. Anything Stroud numbered is really nice. So we'll take that. Here's our only baseball card. This one actually came out of one of Hitman's breaks for a buddy of mine. This is a Ellie De La Cruz inaugural auto. The numbering on it is, I think it's, 1 of 10. Huge card. This is a really big card, and he was really, really hoping he was going to get a 10 out of this. Unfortunately, he got a 9. Not horrible, but not what we're looking for. But man, what a nice card. We don't open too much tops because we do a lot of football. Of course, we did open tops composite football. But Topps, it makes a really, really nice baseball product, and this card is gorgeous. So I know he wasn't super happy about not getting the 10 on that one, but still a very, very nice card. This is the out of Clearly Jahmyr Gibbs Gridiron Marbles. This is one that I pulled from one of our breaks about 3 months ago. The clear designs typically will get decent grades simply because there's no white edges or anything, so it's hard to see if there's any corners or anything like that that are messed up, surface issues and all that, because the card is clear. So they tend to get better grades, and that was true here too. So this one is for Kyle as well. He got a 10 on the Gridiron Marbles. So really, really nice card. I know he's super happy about this one. We'll stick with some of Kyle's cards. He also has a Optic Jerry Rice Downtown out of this year. This one I pulled out of a break. I'm trying to remember all the different ones here. I actually pulled this one in one of the breaks. I actually pulled it for Bob, and then Bob and Kyle did a trade. They also traded for that Marbles. But yeah, we pulled this one. Jerry Rice Downtown looked clean. We sent it in, got a 10. So these, like the laser design Downtowns out of Optic, tend to grade really well, at least the ones that I've seen. They grade very, very well. Prism was grading very well this year too. So he's happy about that. Jerry Rice Downtown got a 10. We'll stick with that because we also have a JSN Downtown. This is also Kyle's that he personally pulled from 2023 Optic. And we thought, well, why not? We're seeing a lot of Optics get 10s. This looks clean. Let's send it in. And it got a 10 as well. So we had really good luck with the Downtowns in the submission. Nice clean card. JSN 10. All right, let's do this. Justin Jefferson. This is one that I pulled just about a month ago, just right before we sent it in, out of Obsidian International. Justin Jefferson base auto. Looked clean. There's a lot going on Obsidian though, the front of these cards. Unfortunately, it got a 9. Not real sure why. The corners and the edges are solid. I don't see anything on the surface that would cause this to get a 9. But again, it's so tough to know with PSA. It's so tough to know. And there could be something on there that we're not seeing, under a microscope or something, but I don't know. The card looked good to me. We sent it in. Unfortunately, it came back a 9. This one, for all the people that know us, that come into the breaks, they're going to know exactly what is going on with this guy. This is one Kyle wanted to send in, and we're going to give this away to one of the people in the breaks. So good luck to everybody. But Clayton Tune is our joke guy in our break. So Kyle wanted to send this one in. This is a 23 Prism laser of Clayton Tune. And unfortunately, Tune got a 9. So the grader must not like Tune for whatever reason. He must not have watched our breaks before. But this one got a 9. We were hoping for a 10, but got a 9. But still, this one will be given away to somebody in the breaks. So be ready for that. Here is another Brock Purdy. This is one that I pulled probably about 4 months ago. This came out of Zenith. This is 42 out of 50. This one is one that got pulled for Kyle, and this is his main PC. He's a Niners fan. Really wanted to see this one a 10, and unfortunately I got a 9. Do not know exactly what they're seeing here. I don't see anything wrong with this card, but that's just how it goes. So a 9 on the Zenith. This came out of Zenith Hobby. 9 on the Zenith Brock Purdy auto. Let's grab this Puka. This is one that Kyle wanted to send in. I think he pulled it personally right before we were doing submission, and he thought it was a cool card and wanted to get it in there. And we like to test some of these different parallels and inserts and stuff just to see if they're going to grade well. So this is out of Optic Green Velocity, just a retail, and this one got a 10. So he's happy about that. It's a good player to get. Anytime you get a Puka or Stroud or Bryce Young, Levis, any of those that you're getting 10s on is always good, even if it's not a super valuable card. It's a nice card. It got a 10. He's happy. This is a Jordan Love Impeccable. I believe I got this from Acme Packs' break. I was in one of his breaks, and he pulled this, which I thought was kind of funny. He's a big Jordan Love fan and a Packers fan, and I had the Packers in that break. So this is 15 to 25. Card looked really, really nice. I thought there was a good chance that it could 10. Unfortunately, I got a 9. But this card is gorgeous. I don't know what it is because it's like a canvas look. It's not glossy. It's not shiny. I thought for sure, and you can kind of see I'm trying to do this in the light so you can see the surface of it. But it looked perfect to me. Centering looks good. I don't know. I don't know about this one. This one is a little questionable. I think this one should have been a 10, but it is what it is. Jordan Love bronze out of Impeccable out of 25. And Love stuff is starting to go up, so that's a good one to have. This one was pulled out of the break a few months back out of Illusions. This is actually the Mosaic Parallel. This is a case hit. I think a lot of people don't really know about this. It's not a big case hit like a Downtown or something, but this is considered a case hit, the Mosaic Funkadelic Anthony Richardson, and this one got a 10. So again, the acetate cards tend to grade very well because it's a see-through surface. So as long as there's no nasty scratches or anything on it, you got a good chance. Anything that came out of Clearly or these acetates out of Illusions have a good chance to gem. So super nice card and a good player to have. Gem Mint 10 on the Funkadelic Mosaic. I've got another Stroud here. This one was pulled a month and a half ago or something out of Optic in one of the breaks. This is My House. This one always makes me nervous anytime you've got that hollow or refractor or whatever you want to call it, that look where it's that chrome shiny look on the front. It can get dinged pretty quick, but this one got a 10, so they must not have seen anything on here. We made sure it was prepped and clean. All these cards were prepped and clean before they got sent. So this one got a 10. He's going to be happy about that. But yeah, getting a 10 on shiny cards it's scary. You're always waiting to get dinged on those. This is another one that we pulled out of Zenith. This is a Luke Musgrave 2 of 5 auto. This one looked good too. I'm not real sure. I was going to say that. What is this line? That is not on the card. I'm not real sure what it is. I wish PSA did have some kind of grader notes. I know they do for the more expensive submissions. But for these submissions, they don't tell you anything. So you're kind of left to scratch your head. I'm not real sure what's going on here. This one looks really good, but it got a 9. So not real sure, but nice card either way. And Musgrave is a rookie. We'll see what he can do. And the last card is another acetate. This one is out of Clearly. This one is numbered 12 of 49. Puka Nacua auto. And with all the other acetate love, you would assume this would get a 10, and it did not. So I have no idea why. The card looks great. No clue why this one did not get a 10, but a sweet card nonetheless. This is a really, really nice card, numbered, autoed, super cool card, but unfortunately did not get a 10 on this one. And then one last thing that I'll show you guys. There was one card that got sent back, and the reason for it is minimum size requirement. So what they are saying by that is they think the card has been shaved or cut down. But here's the problem with that. This is out of Clearly. It's an acetate card, so you can't shave it. So that means that either PSA made a mistake there, but I'm going to go with the more obvious choice and say that Panini cut it too small. The only reason I'm going to default to that is because Panini's had a lot of issues, and this just seems like something that was cut wrong out of the factory. So this one they did not grade. They put the label in there, said that it was too small, minimum size requirement or whatever they call it. Was not met. So unfortunately, this one did not grade it. Of course, they don't charge us for that, which is good, but a little frustrating. So that was a submission. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Like I said, about a month's time to get that back. We'll do another one probably in another month or so, and when we get those back, we'll share that with you guys as well. Appreciate you guys stopping in. We'll see you on the next one.